Let's get some water. Hi everyone. How are you doing today? So, I did a pre-shuffle today, and what I got from the universal answers is 1 year. That's the dark energy. The light energy is ancestors. So, I feel like your ancestors are telling you 1 year. 1 year you were in the dark, or 1 year of going into the dark. Sage, sludge. All right, so it's time to reflect. What's the message from the message oracle? It's time to reflect, and I'm giving this year, it's time to reflect on your answers from your ancestors. Ancestors mean answers. Let me plug this microphone up. Okay. I hear God saying something good is gonna happen. All right, so it's time to reflect on your answers from the ancestors. The affirmation for today is I am prosperity. I am prosperity. So it's given that within this year, I'm going to take that as past tense from the dark. Um, you feel insecure about the answers that your ancestors are the answers that you're asking, the questions you're asking, you're feeling insecure about getting your answers. So you're trying to find technique and strategy on how to get these answers, get these answers for these questions solved, something like that. Okay, so the next part I got was not a clock but time. Okay, so a lot of people are focused on the clock, not the time. So in time, it says time does not exist. So it's giving me, even though we have on the dark side a year that your year is not the same time as someone else's because you're just looking at the clock. So you're looking at the calendar year, but just pay attention to the time. The clock never stops. It's always that. It's not, come on, Spirit. The hand on the clock that keeps on moving. It keeps on moving. The one that never stops, right? It's consistent. It's consistent. All right, so we have the life instructions book out. So wisdom, success, and happiness. So we're going to channel a page out of this book. Thank you for anyone that's coming into the energy. All right, so we have success 153, which equals a 9. If we listen to our intellect, if we listen to our intellect, we never have a love affair. We never have a friendship. We never go into business because we be clerical, right? That's nonsense. You've got to jump off the cliff. Ooh, that's giving me the food card. You've got to jump off the cliff all the time. There's the word time again. And build your wings on your way down. So when I look at that, I'm looking at the biblically, it would be like the fallen angels falling to earth. I can see that in the star seed card, right? In the star seed card, we have falling to earth. All right, let's see what we get. Falling to earth. See if we can get let's try one more time. And then if not, we'll go in again. Okay. The great servant, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So maybe within this year, you need to get softened to love, green, heart chakra, the color green, a love portal. Doors are opening. You decide rewards, wild card. Hmm. So let's say within this year, the ancestors are going to open a portal for you. All right, Starseed. Time to reflect, fall into your arms. Time to reflect on surrendering, holding the opposites in the strings of life. Time to reflect on your surrendering. You're going to be in a 1 year portal. Time to fall into your arms. All right, confirm I am prosperity from the Speak Up Oracle. I am prosperity. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Hmm. You have a community coming in. You're not alone. You need an isolation to see this prosperity. Confirm insecure. New year. Confirm insecure. Deep cellular connection, physical and emotional healing. You're insecure about this deep healing. It's giving me like you think it's body, but it's really spirit, ancestors, time. The ancestors are giving you a year's time for this healing, or within a year's time, you're going to reflect this healing. Confirm not a clock but time, starseeds. Confirm not a clock but time. All right, child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So it's time for you to feel secure that you are a child of the cosmos. And the cosmos is not working with the clock, they're working with time. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. All right, what's the next step? We're going to do chakra. What chakra can help you within this year of receiving these answers? Time. Hmm. Truth. Had the deck upside down. Apologize. Truth. Scales. It's time for you to balance the scales of your truth. Number 23, 5. Water and fire. Throat energy. It's like light your fires and drink your water. Burn and release. That's what I see. Throat chakra. Throat chakra. Any confirmation on this truth? Let's get confirmation on this truth. Any confirmation on this truth for time reflects creativity. Truth confirmed by creativity. 7 sisters, 7 chakras. 7 chakras is the 7 sisters. That's the portal. That you're going to be operating with in this year, 2026, which is the Fool and the Magician, another 10. But you also have to think, since the world crashed in 2020, and now you see a different crash in 2026. So the 2020 crash was a sickness of humanity all around the world, and the 2026 is economics all around the world, power grids going out all around the world. So you finding truth and creativity about telling people that the United Kingdom exists and this is a show, and you might experience some self-sabotage by not telling your truth, by not being creative about telling your truth. Like, people need to know what's going on. Have faith. Have faith in telling the story within this year. Maybe you need to be within this year telling a card for telling the story for financial gain. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone in this year Mm. Wow. The great servant. Step out of your comfort zone. You have a year to be serving. You're in the year of serving. All right. Ancestors and portal. Confirm ancestors and portals. Confirm ancestors and portals. Your hard work is paying off. The work you're doing is paying off. The spiritual work. And you have assistance, like doors are open. I heard doors of amenity, halls of amenity, new moon in Capricorn. That's an earth sign. On earth as it is in heaven, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's like the crossroad of destiny. Hmm. Let's confirm this with the crystal ball. I see the crossroad of destiny, this portal. Your hard work is paying off. Confirm this portal from the ancestors. Your gut feeling. You have a gut feeling. Divine alchemy. Divine alchemy with perfect trust. I surrender to the process of the radical transformation. Transform. Mm. Allowing my soul to express itself as an entirely new way. I'm complete faith. And we have faith right here. I have faith and hope in our connections and on us. I know you have been brought into my life for a reason. And it's bigger than both. Look at the bigger picture. All right. So it says, I recognize the unlimited healing powers and creative genius of the divine within my heart. In the mind of the divine, there are only possibilities and the grace needed to attain the heart's higher purpose. I commit myself to the evolution of my consciousness with joy, confidence in the reality being birthed through my soul at this time. I live in the realization that I am loved intimately and tenderly by the divine. So your hard work is paying off for this divine alchemy, this pain you turned into pleasure. Your ancestors saw that pain. I know that we are destined to be together and have faith on God that they will not that they will find the way for us. So maybe somebody thinks that you don't have ancestors. You like, nah, I don't believe that ancestors give you answers, or even that you are the ancestors reincarnated. What is the time to reflect? Confirmed by falling to my arms. Moonology. What is the time to reflect? You said fall to earth. Let's fall into my arms. Mm. Time to regret falling to my arms. Confirm time to regret falling to my arms. Oh, this don't even go in here. It says harvest. Hmm. Harvest. Time to reflect on you falling into your harvest. Cause she got her arms up in the air. That's wild. This card is even low. Mm, wow. All right, let's see. Time to reflect, fall into the arms. The harvest. Hmm. Let's compare this harvest with the moonology. Compare this harvest. Time to reflect on the harvest, falling into the harvest. Ooh, wow. All right, we have you and your loved ones are safe. A time to give rather than a time to take. Hmm. I hear balance of give and take. Harvest. Hmm. You and your loved ones are safe. If it's harvest, if it's time to harvest, maybe you're going to be the person that's taking care of you and your loved one. New moon in Virgo, new moon in Cancer. Hmm. Wow. Okay. I am prosperity. You are not alone. Confirm this. I am prosperity and you are not alone. Hmm. Confirm this. I am not alone with my prosperity. A time for healing. I am prosperity. You are not alone. A time for healing. Time, time. Not a clock. Time. Confirm this. A time for healing, prosperity. You are not alone. Fearless love. Hmm. Fearless love. Hmm. Isolation, physical connections, community. It's giving the energy that it's time for your community to come. All you need is to be with fearless love. love for self. What is that? For the benefit of all, like maybe somebody about to use AI, they cut the other L off AI. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Mental alchemy. It's a time to heal from this mental alchemy of shame. Live out loud. Confirm this insecure and healing on a deep cellular lesson. Confirm this insecure and healing on a deep cellular. Physical and time again. A time to release negativity on a deep cellular healing. It's time for you to release your negativity, insecure. Because we were confirming the insecure. It's time to release insecurity. It's be without shame, be without malice, be without malice. Let's see if we can get the message oracle. Let's see, be without malice, be without operating just in the dark. I thought I just saw it. Hold on. Oh, that's saw it. Don't rush it. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to the flow. All right. Let us see. Be without malice. Thank you. Trust the magic. It's time to release negativity and insecurity, deep cellular healing. Trust the magic. Um, hmm. It's given that you're insecure because you don't think that your imagination, which is magic, imagine, you don't trust it. You insecure about the visions that you see, and your ancestors say, listen, I'm going to give you a year to reflect on what you already manifested. Look at the bigger picture. It's a time for releasing, a time for healing, a time to give rather than to take. Step out of your comfort zone. It's the time. The time is now. Change your perspective. Release the negativity. Trust the magic and change your perspective. Know you belong. Nurture all. Change is unavoidable. All right. Confirm a time, a clock, not a time, and child of the cosmos. Intelligence of the universe lies within. Wow, tell your truth with creativity. Stop sabotaging the time. Looking at the clock. Focus on the wheels that keep on turning. Okay, let's see. You are good enough. You are good enough for this harvest. You are good enough for this year to be your most magical time of the year. The this year, the most magical time of the year. Is giving me every day. The clock is just turning. There is no beginning and there is no end. It just is. Let's see what Isis got to have to say. Show the world the real you. Mm. It's time for you to show the world the real you. Let's see what Isis has to say. Let's get the world for that now. All right, Isis. Because Isis is an ancestor, right? She was here at one time, reincarnated over and over and over again. Wow. Hmm. The great servant. Isis, confirm this. The great servant. Step out of your comfort zone within this year of truth. The year of truth. What do you have to say? You have three cards. I'm gonna put them back in so we can get one, but I'm gonna confirm. Wings of Isis uniting with the angelic self. Pillar of light, descent of star of Isis, and magic and ritual, crafting sacred practice. Mm. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I heard Horus, which was Isis's masculine, the eye of Horus, and we in the what? Fire her fourth year. Hmm. Fire, creativity, scales, balance, fire, water. Oh, wow. Isis was water, the feminine. Horus was fire, balance. Creativity. All right, Isis. What's the message for this year from the ancestors? Miracles. Miraculous healing of the goddess. What I say? It's your time, ladies. The time is now. Miraculous miracles. Miraculous healing. Mm. She on the back of Horus. On the back end. Mm. Okay. Let's confirm this with tarot. energy of time to reflect, not a clock, but time, portal, time to give rather than take, a time for healing, time to release negativity. Give us confirmation on this time to step out of our comfort zone, this portal, this prosperity. What's going to happen in this year and business? What's this year, ancestors? This year of time. Tower. Sudden change. Unpleased chaos. Revelation. Awakening. Release. So again, it's giving me as above, so below. So when you think about the tower is falling, right? So to me, it's given some people will at the bottom, those last shall be first. That's what it gives. The tower gives you that. The ones that were at the top have to fall so that the ones, oh, excuse me, at the bottom can rise, can ascend. So just say, hypothetically, we saw that in network marketing. In network marketing, we saw people at the bottom coming in to the MLM company at the bottom. And then they were told to bring more and more people in so that it could be an umbrella effect, like a pyramid, right? That's why they call it a pyramid scheme, because you get in and then you bring people in under you. That's how the ancestors want you to look at you. You at the bottom, somebody, just say somebody in your family passes away, transitions, transforms, you go up and they start back. Like that's how a fall into grace works. Look at the etymology of grace. So it's like it's your time to be on top. This is a 16 card, but remember we said 7. So within these 7 rounds of this 2020, a perfect eye view, no more veils and scales over your eyes, you beginning to see. So now anything that you add 8 to, because remember, we in a whole lot of dimensions at the same time. So somebody might be on the 7th floor, somebody might be on the 8th floor. That's how the pyramid scheme works. It's levels to this. I heard new levels, new devils. So we in a time right now of preparation. We preparing to ascend as we see the higher ones descending. Foresight. So someone has, or somebody, right? Oneness is separate from somebody's. That's like individual and collective. Take what resonates, right? So it's a 3 card. The one is separated from the two, but the one and the two together makes three. So you have to be oneness, wholeness to become two, the collective, and then the one keeps carrying on for your enterprise, for your community. So 316, we just had the date 316. It's significant. Why did I hear John 316? Let's see. Inspiration and moving the calmer waters. Let's see if we can get the John 16 message. Let's see. God, something good is coming from something good is coming. All right, so because we have 316, we're gonna look up John 316. Let's see what the message. What was I reading? Second Chronicles, King Messiah. 3. Okay, John. Let's see what John said in 316. See what significance that has. 1659. 1659. John 3:16. All right. So, okay. Now we said earlier, as above, so below, as within, so without. John 3 says, born from above. Remember, we said falling to earth. Towers are falling. All right, let's see what 16 says. This is how much God loved the world. He gave his son, his one and only son. And this is why, so that no one need be destroyed, right? So it's almost like confirmation that I'm saying you're going to be reincarnated mentally, spiritually, physically by believing in him. Remember, they left out the her. Anyone can have a wholeness, one, and lasting life. So you feel insecure that it's your time to put the words with the cards like a puzzle. It's your time. It is your time. All right. I hope that gives someone confirmation. Okay. So, all right, ancestors, give us confirmation on this portal, divine alchemy with faith, and your hard work is paying off. Give us answers with this portal, ancestors, divine alchemy, faith, and your hard work is paying off. Six of Cups, happy memories, reminiscing childhood memories. So maybe some of your childhood dreams are coming to reality. Something that you said you wanted to do as a child, a vision, innocence, joy. Hmm. So you remembering, hmm, hold on. So you remembering what faith felt like as a child? Or did your ancestors give you this gift or these gifts, six of them, as a child? 6 cents? Oh my goodness. 6 cents? Play. When you were a child, you played with your ancestors. You played with the, who you talking to? My invisible friend. Who you baking that cake for? Me and my friend, we eating it, right? Am I right? Nothing just saying something that is gonna happen. To the higher part. Let's see if we can get any confirmation on this gift, this happiness, this inner child, Queen of Wands, courage, confidence. Man, the ancestors giving you back your courage. Leo, significant like the lion, confidence. Before everybody started telling you, stop playing with your imaginary friend. Stop talking to yourself. Who you talking to? Independence. You were ripped away your independence. You thought you can jump from that counter to that chair. And then, oh, stop doing that. You're going to break a bone. But then you got some people that's playing gymnastics, that's jumping from swing to swing. Somebody needs this back. You felt like you could say anything you want to say. What they say, children don't care. But you feel like you gotta give too many fucks. Get your focus back. Get your determination. You knew you had focus. I can jump from this counter to this chair. I can jump off this bridge. I can have the rope turning it and I'm bobbing and weaving trying to get in the double dutch. I can jump my bike from this hurdle to this hurdle. All right? Time. What did I say? Did I not say the higher font? Did I not say the higher font? Oh my God. It's time to focus on the higher font, right? It's time to focus on you, be your higher self, right? So you heard about traditions and religion and society and its rules, social approval, mercy, wisdom, trust. It's harvest time, right? So you being in the institutions, it's giving me like Look at the bigger picture of the institution, right? The traditions and religion. There was always going to be a pastor, whether it was from your church or they were traveling churches. They were getting paid to come to your church and speak. They wasn't giving out free services. They sent an extra collection plate around. Now, think about this. If the tower has fallen and you know the word, and now you see that the church is within you, the message is it's one message for you and then one message for collective. Would you not begin to speak up and let your collection plates go around? Whether it's physical or spiritual, would you not be getting paid to tell your story, to teach? Because it's an art. They were getting paid for the art of putting on a show. The musicians were right. The choir was right. The pastor was right. They had their front soldiers of white ushers, right? They needed you to sit there for the show. You paid for that theater, that theatrical act. So when you see people out here doing the craft, a light don't hurt. It's giving them momentum to keep coming forth. Okay, so for you, what does this have to do with you? You need a year to put on your show. A time to reflect of all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, happiness, success that you can go out here and put on your life instructions, your basic instructions before leaving Earth. Your Paul, your John, your Esther, your storytelling time, paid to exist, paid to talk, paid to speak, without shame, be without malice. All right, confirm this I am prosperity. It's a challenge that you are protected, perseverance, defense, maintaining control. Moving to, it's coming in hot. It's the number 7, right? 2020 to 2026 is 7 years. What did they say? 7 years of phantom. So you are already past that year, dark energy. With fearless love and shame. You already came out of that. You are not alone. You are never alone. All one. You are never all one. Remember, dimensions, realms that you can't see, unseen realms. So, how are you alone? What's the fear? False evidence appearing real. Somebody installed that in you, and they try to keep installing it in you. Like they got more power. But if I am prosperity and I am without shame and I am fearless love and I am a time for healing, guess what? It's a fire. Public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence is yours. You get public recognition. If it's only one view, you got it. See how many videos you have on your timeline that has no views. It's only for a little season that you're going to have no views. Just because you have no views, you ain't going to do the work. How are you going to get to I am prosperity? That don't make no sense. You more worried about the views than the message. Look at how many views you have for a year. Look how many answers you have confirmed in a year. Wheel of Fortune. I am prosperity is confirmed. You're going to go through challenges. You're going to go through a lot of shame, a lot of fear. But that don't mean stop. That means keep on going. The wheels on the bus are going round and round. It's not clock, it's time. And the time is now. All gas and no brakes. You gotta have your resting time, but you gotta do this for yourself. And you gotta do it by yourself. For yourself, by yourself, for others, the good of others, giving and receiving. A time to give rather than time to take. You don't want to go to the time of giving messages that the Most High, with your tools, is giving you because you don't think that it's going to pay off, but you ain't done the work. Faith without works is what? Insecure. Why are you insecure? Why are you not trusting the magic? What do you need to release? Planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans, 2 of Wands. You need to release the plan. You need to trust the progress. Trust your download. You got a decision. You hearing the decision. I have a choice to decide to do this for me, to discover what is within me, to discover who am I? What is my purpose? So I can drive it. So I can travel physically and spiritual. Astral travel. What do you see? Where are you going? Where do you want to go? Know what you want and know what you don't want. And if you want it, stand on that. Drive that. Don't keep driving what you don't want. Find some love in all things possible. Find some love in all things. If you don't appreciate where you at now, the magician. The magician and the sun. And the devil. The magician, the sun, and the devil. Right? Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Before I even read what's on these cards, let's talk about it. Trust your magic. The sun. Remember, they was either going to praise the sun or praise the devil. They've been giving the devil so much credit over the sun. But at the same time, you got to think they were worshiping both. They told you they were the son and you was the fucking devil. Your sinning self. That was magic that got you in fear because they thought they had more power and they used it to program you. They made you think that they had more power. Give it to me, baby. Give me all your money. Pay me for your sins. You couldn't even pay attention to your own thoughts no more because they had programmed their thoughts. If I do this, this is a sin. Sin means to misfire. Do you think a magician stopped because somebody thought it was sin? No, the magician are number one. Imagination. I thought I could. Oh, you can't do that. But the whole time they doing what they want to do and you paying them. Put yourself back as number one. Find your books and your tools. Find you some confidence in telling your story. Because guess what? This younger generation, they need it. They need guidance. They need to know what you know. They go into jobs and just get thrown in stuff. They serving your food with no training. No hand washing training. No, when do you change your gloves? Twisting your hair. Fixing somebody's food. Why? Because you just throw them in there with no training. You think because you got 6 cents, but 6 senses have to be activated. Coming together. All right, let's see what the cards say. Because I'm giving that you need to find balance in playing with your sun and your devil. Your SON, your SUN, your devil, your dark energy, and your light energy. Balance. Your fire and your water. The goat. All right. So you need actions, creation, manifestation, power, confidence, self-confidence, confidence in self, higher self, your higher self, your most high, clarity, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all the clairs, willpower, skills, and creativity. Your magi. Thoughts become things, things become reality. Pay attention to your thoughts. Intentions. Set good intentions when you're doing your magic. The sun. Positivity. Pleasure. Happiness. Fun. Joy. Warmth. Celebration. Success. Rebirth. All is well. Some people might need to go back to the beginning of this live and see what the success was told in the life instructions book. The devil. All right. Your shadow self, your dark self, the part that you don't want people to know, it's still there. You got to do that work. Attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality. The devil is the lower entity for a reason. It's the root cause. It's operating from your lower self. It's selfishness, like let's see, temptation, seduction, destructive behaviors. You need to use your devil to destruct that enemy, that enter me. Get her out, him out. Stop being a people pleaser. Start ripping some new assholes. Like if you come for me, no. I'm gonna be disruptive. I'm gonna make sure either you're gonna never come back or you're gonna come back different. It's okay for somebody to tell you you're a sinner, you're a loser, you're this, but you ain't gonna never fight back. You just take that, take that, take that. No. Find some power from within this shadow person and start backfiring instead of backsliding. Fire back. Materialism, right? Put that Sunday's best money in your house and some canned goods, some dry goods, some water, some kind of power that if they shut the power grid down like they doing in test dummies in all nations, this country out of power, this country out of power. Get you some backup. Practice what it's gonna feel like being in the cold in your house if they shut the power out. What would you do if it's mid-strive summer and they shut the power out? Invest in some materialism that's going to help you survive, not because you scared, but because you are prepared. Stop depending on other people to save you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Have you not figured it out? It's time for you to save you. It's time for you to be planning. If I bought this piece of land, could I stay on this land for a year? If my ancestors gave me a piece of land, inherited, would I be able to survive? Or will I do like I see so many people selling it? Their family members transition on, they sell it for money and it's spent in no time. What happened to all that money that you got from that inheritance? I don't know. Why? Because it evaporates, it disappears, it has no value unless you buy something tangible, something you can see, smell, touch, or taste. And stop pouring it into people and places and things that don't mean you no good. Buy you some seeds, plant your own trees. What is it saying? I don't need your shade. I got my own tree. Some of you don't own shit. You haven't planted a seed. You have no idea what growing your own food means, what it looked like, what it tastes like. Because you so used to eating somebody else's shit and telling you it's sugar. And then you wondering why you sitting there signing paper in black pen, telling them all the symptoms you got for they to give you a solution to the problem that they caused. Stop letting people hand you shit. Get you some mental clarity, breakthrough, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict. Get you a new strategy. Get out of this bondage, this matrix, this rat race. Negative thoughts. When you hear the negative thoughts, send it back to the pits of hell. They already told you they doing mind manipulation. Tell a lie vision. We know there is a such thing as the United Nations. They not at war. They working together. You the fucking enemy. The war is against you. These mugs are waking up. They waking up. They're waking up. We got to send out some mass something to put them back to sleep. You worried about somebody else looking like they doing some witchcraft. You not even paying attention to the person that's the real attack on your life, on your mind. CERN, NASA. Send that shit back to them. You trying to return the sender to a little motherfucker over there that ain't doing shit, ain't got shit, don't know how to get shit. But when the people that's at the top is doing all the shit, you ain't even paying attention. You ain't paying attention. Judgment. It's time for judgment. Queen of Cups. It's time to judgment. It's time to judge. Oh, you should not judge. It's time. Who do you think is doing this to you? Because you not showing up as the queen and your cup full of water, trying to get to the ace, a full cup so it can overflow to your family, your community, or rather to give than rather to take. What's the queen? Compassion, comfort, calm. I need that right now. But when you operate with passion, it's got fire attached to it. You're not timid no more. You're not just letting people damn wipe their feet off you. You're not being somebody's footstool. What they say, I make your enemy your footstool. They looking at you as the enemy. You kneel down. They standing up with their foot on top of you. They foot on your neck. You can't even open your mouth and fight back. Words are swords. These people using words to attack you. And you're not trying to call judgment? They coming together doing magic to try to control the masses. You got a little community leaders that's joining together like Freemasons to do some magic. They all got good credit. They all got good houses. They all got good jobs. They done came together as a community. But you feel like you all alone. No, you're not. Not in this world of internet. Charlotte's Web. Find your tribe. Find your new family. Sow fruitful seeds. If you've been sowing seeds in a physical place for 30, 40 years and you ain't started reaping your harvest, go back and watch the video. It's time to call judgment. I call my power back to me from any person, place, entity, from any space, time, portal, dimension. You already sold it. Add up how much money you sold in. 10% for 40 years. And you ain't at the top of Babylon yet? Where did it stop at? Because you're supposed to be and have your tenfold if you were doing the right thing. You're supposed to have your first lady. You're supposed to have your own church. You're supposed to have your airplanes, your Bentleys, whatever they around here traveling in from state to state, preaching from church to church. You ain't got your harvest yet because you ain't realized I am prosperity. So it's a rebirth, inner calling, a new phase. Being handed to you. Mental clarity, divine alchemy, mental alchemy, turning that pain into pleasure. Divine feminine, getting back, besides giving all that power to the emperor. The emperor's power is the emperor's power. The empress power is the empress power. We're not saying that we want men to fail. That's not what we're saying. We stand on earth as it is in heaven. We're not going to keep being on the back. We need to come to the front line spiritually. Let them go out there and what they want. What did they want before? The firstborn son to get on the front line and fight their wars after they create them. There is no us until it's them fucked up. Now you want to grab everybody child under 18 or whatever the thing is, 18 to this age, and then get on live TV and say a lot are gonna die. Well, what if you went over there and started it? Why you ain't on the front line? Why you ain't in the damn jet so they can knock it out the sky? Why? Do that even make sense? You was able to fly to these other countries unitedly, and y'all have meetings, and then the people got to go fight your wars that you pushed on paper. They got to lose their life. They got to, come on, spirit. They got to sacrifice. They got to shed blood for something you started on paper, for oil, for money. You got people signing their kids up right now, this time and day, to fight something of a gas, of some black pepper, of some cinnamon, of some avocados. They telling you in war with Iran up, but they at every gas station you see now, they own it. How is that even possible? Mental health. How is it even possible that they came over here and bought every single gas station and the gas that go in the station, pay you the minimum wage, and tell you they in a fight? All right, stars. I need you to find some hope, some calm, some faith in your purpose, some renewed spirituality, a good fortune, wheel of fortune, a good spirit to match your body so you can get your wheel of fortune back. Because when I tell you the magic that these people have been doing, coming together to do, the wind in some people's house about to blow their house down. Look at this weather. You can't tell if it's summer wings, spring, fall. Summer wings, spring. Hmm. All right, you guys. Have a good day. I enjoyed you. I enjoyed you. I just want people to know you got to use your own discernment. And it's really, really valuable at this time. You got to be your own star, your own seed. Have a good day. Thank you.